Hi, Scripties. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 14 of Scripts and Screens. I'm Ashana Robinson.
And I'm Imani Nicole.
Before we get into our Emmy wins, we have a special co-host with us today. Khalil will be here discussing No Country for Old Men. Hey, Khalil.
Hey, how y'all doing? Before we get started,
Hey.
also, I want to point out that Studio Ghibli Week is out right now. So if you're interested in watching any of the Studio Ghibli films, Howl's Moving Castle is out playing right now. It just started today, so I'm gonna go watch that.
Okay, good. Thank you. I didn't even know anything about that, so I
Yeah,
definitely
me
need to take a
either.
look. Studio Gilby. And it's
Yeah.
spelled what? Ghibli?
Yep.
Or when we Google?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All
We
right.
can post it with the info too. If you text it to me, I'll
Right.
put it in the description box as well.
Yeah, we can make a
Yeah.
post on the page and then, share it on the story. Okay. That sounds good. Well, thank you. And we're definitely happy to have you here. Our very
Yes.
first
Yeah, I'm excited. I
special
didn't know
guest.
I was gonna be the first guest or just in general.
Shit,
So
we
I'm
didn't know.
excited, yeah.
Well, yes, we are happy to have you here. Okay, so starting off, I know we're a little bit behind, but back on September 15th, the Emmys aired, and our girl Tina from The Bear, Lisa Colon Zayas, won Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series. And with this win, she became the first Latina actress to win this award. So congratulations to her. Also, The Bear took home Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series. Ebon Moss Bachrach, I think I said that right. If not, I apologize. Who plays Richie. Outstanding Lead Actor Jeremy Allen White, who obviously plays Carmi. And then Outstanding Directing for a Comedy Series, Christopher Storer. And I'm pretty sure they won the last Emmy as well. Shogun also took home Outstanding Drama Series, Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series, Hiroyuki Sanada, Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series, Anna Sawai, and then Outstanding Directing for a Comedy Series, Frederick E.O. Toy. And then lastly, I just wanted to highlight, since it was so many wins and we can't go through the whole thing, but Baby Reindeer won Outstanding Limited or Anthology Series, and then Richard Gadd took home Outstanding Lead Actor in a Limited Anthology Series and Movie, and then Outstanding Writing for the same category. And then Jessica Gunning won Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Limited or Anthology Series. I know we didn't actually review Baby Reindeer, but I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it too.
Yeah, I definitely really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I checked it out too. It was very interesting. I did not expect any of that to go on during that story.
Yeah,
Just
what you mean?
the way his life played out, I was like,
that fourth episode.
Really happened to you?
Yeah. So I was like, this is intense. I thought it was gonna be about a little stalking, but it got deep.
Yeah,
it did.
Real quick. Yeah,
it got really deep. And the fact that the main actor, like who wrote it, it was based off his life. Like I was just like, I don't know. That always makes things deeper for me because like you really are reenacting like something that really actually happened to you.
And
which is
did y'all watch his acceptance speech?
I didn't see that.
Go watch it. Like he kind of gets into it really deep about it, like how his life played out and adding into like where he is now. It was like
the guy who played him it really happened to him in real life.
Yeah, it's about his life. Yeah.
Richard
Gadd.
Oh, I thought he was an actor. I didn't know it actually happened to the guy who played the role.
Yeah, no, it's Richard Gadd. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's him.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I would have to Google that and find that. Well, it's gonna have
I heard she was suing though about the movie or the film. I mean the series.
Because she said it was, but no one knew it was her until she said anything.
Yeah, that's true too.
I didn't, but I don't know. I do hear that. Maybe I'll have to do a little research on Baby Reindeer. Maybe I'll talk about that next week. See what happened with that, because I did hear that she was suing. See that she actually went through with that and if she actually got any money. But okay, so moving on to No Country for Old Men, our recommendation this week. While out hunting, Llewellyn Moss finds the grisly aftermath of a drug deal. Though he knows better, he could not resist the cash left behind and takes it with him. The hunter becomes the hunted when a merciless killer named Sugar picks up his trail. Also looking for Moss is Sheriff Bell, an aging lawman who reflects on a changing world and a dark secret of his own as he tries to find and protect Moss. Khalil, I'll let you take it away since this is your recommendation.
Thank you. So something this movie does well is exploring like the themes of morality and fate, like throughout the entire like sequence, even from the beginning, asking Llewellyn finding that bag of money in, and it's the classic question: what do you do when you find $1 million on the side of the road? Like
Mm-hmm.
nobody ever thinks like, what happens after that? Whose money is this? Where did it come from? You just kind of say, all right, cool, hell yeah, I'm gonna take this money and run with it, and then like that's how the story kind of develops into like that like age old question, if you will.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
What happens after that, and like the experiences afterwards. And I think one of the most highlighting aspects, something to highlight, and one of the most exciting aspects is there's no background music. Like in pre-production, I guess me and Ashana were talking about like once something happens, there's no music, there's no nothing. It's just the scene, and like
Mm.
you're left to react after that. Like so, um, when Javier's character kills somebody, it's just quiet. It's just like you have to just process it and then move forward because the story also begins to just move forward and go through the next scene, and then like the little intricacies of like Javier's character. Like after he kills somebody, he like makes sure he steps away from the blood so it doesn't get on him, or like he'll clean it.
Mhm.
So it's just like that mental like you're really a psychopath. You're insane. It's like it's just interesting things about the character and the whole like I don't know. Watching the movie again yesterday, all those same scenes still hit me the same as I once did when I first watched it. Like, oh, he killed him, and he's just about to go eat or do whatever he got to do next. It's just like he just living a normal life. And sorry, did you want to comment on that at
Yeah,
all?
no, I definitely agree. I know we talked about in the past on here like music almost being a character in TV and film, especially this most
Mhm.
recent season of The Bear. Like I don't know, like it was so little dialogue in the season. It was just like sounds and music and it just like was really intense. But this is almost like an example of the opposite, like the lack of music. As he was saying, like normally somebody dies and it's like this chilling music or something.
Mhm.
Even I think Jordan Peele takes it, not to go like on a tangent, but like he's really made music scary. Like I got five on it should not be scary to me when I hear
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But just because the way it was placed
Yeah, for
in
sure.
his
Hmm.
stuff,
Doom
like
doom. Yeah.
right, because now that's
Yeah,
just scary as hell. But so music definitely is a character, and the lack of music also is a character. Um, and this definitely was a great example to really show that.
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I thought that Javier's character was pretty wild. I mean, even like to the point where he's at the gas station and he's like heads or tails, and the guy's like, I don't want to pick heads or tails. He's like, pick heads or tails, like
Hmm.
to decide whether he's gonna kill somebody or not. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know how you put someone's lives in a 50-50 coin toss is insane.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't even realize it didn't have any music. I honestly did not notice that till you guys said it. And then now I'm remembering, like, oh yeah, there definitely wasn't any
Mm-hmm.
music. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like looking at everything and how the movie played itself out. It just made me want to ask Moss, like, was it worth it? Like, you done got your
hmm,
mother-in-law killed. And I mean, they didn't show it, but I'm assuming all of them died, the wife
Yeah.
and him.
yeah.
And it just was like, so you didn't even really get to spend this money that you found. So it's just, all of it was
Hmm.
really for nothing. So
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
that,
real quick, this is spoiler cool,
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's okay.
spoiler free.
Spoilers are fine.
So, adding on to that point, like when he's like, "Hey, pick heads or tails," and he's like, "Heads," and he gets it. He's like, "Don't put that coin with the rest of them because
Mm.
that's it's just gonna fall in and be regular." And he's like, oh, "Okay," but it's just a regular coin anyway. Like he's just messing with his mind, like, and
Yeah.
you, the audience, just like, "So what is it? Like, what is the? Why are you asking these questions of these people before you kill them? What's the purpose? Like,
Right.
is it just because it's a game? Because you just want to do it? Whatever the case may be, you just want to mess with people." But
Right.
like, you also look at the character and like how rooted he is in like morality and like fate and like just these random occurrences. Like he even uses that the weapon they use to kill cattle. Like
That air
what's
thing,
up with
yeah.
you? Like and people are like every time he's on one with people, people question like, what is wrong with you? Why are you so crazy? Like what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
I would if I could go back and give me like a like not a biopic, but like a background into the character. Like how did he grow up? Why is he the
Yeah.
way he
Yeah.
is?
How is
Like
he? Yeah.
yeah, like he's a one man army. Like when they
Mm-hmm.
stumble on the crime scene and then like the two marshals are with him, he just kills them instantly as soon as they get there. Like
Yeah.
what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Great
And I don't
movie.
know
No,
if
for
y'all
sure.
noticed, like at the end where Carla Jean, like he wants her to flip, and basically she's like, I'm not gonna flip the coin. Like, I'm putting the decision on whether you kill me on you. You're not gonna act
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah, you
it's
just
based
decide
on
what
this
you're gonna
coin.
do.
Like,
Yeah.
if you want to kill me, go ahead and kill me. Don't act like if I pick tails and it hits tails, you're gonna save my life. Like, no.
Right.
Stand up and be like, you gonna kill me, you gonna kill me.
Right. 10 toes down on it.
Yeah.
And
Because
also, oh, go ahead.
nah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I know I'm saying something completely different. So if you saying something with this, go
Oh,
ahead.
because it's like it's your decision, bro. Like he's
Right.
like, I got here how the coin got here or whatever. Like no,
Yeah, so
like
someone must have gave him that option and he survived it. So he just established that the coin
Mhm.
is like this. The
exactly.
coin doesn't lie. Like I feel it's almost like Russian roulette with a gun. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you're a good person and it's not intended for you to die, then you won't. But
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mhm.
just flawed logic, honestly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. But no, I was just gonna say this is dumb, but we talk about music being scary, but I think now haircuts are scary for me. I'm associated.
This bowl cut.
Yes, it's just scary. Like he got the
Yeah.
Zack and Cody that he rocking, and it's really
I'm
scary.
not gonna
It's
lie.
really
So remember when Woody Harrelson was walking up the steps and like you could see Javier behind him?
yeah.
I noticed the bowl cut before anything. I was like, "Oh, bro, it's over for you. Like he's about to kill you
Yes.
as soon as
Yes.
Mhm.
he turned around.
Scary.
Like
It's
he was his
scary.
presence. Like he was like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he already knew what it was.
Let's go to your room. But yeah, that's scary. And I'm putting that in the category with that platinum blonde bust down with the half up on House of the Dragon. That's
"Oh
scary
my
haircut too.
god."
And yeah, Damien has me super scared of platinum blondes for sure.
Yes, between him and Aegon, yep. Between the bowl cuts and the platinum blonde. I don't even want to see nobody, no girl out here in the club with a platinum blonde bust
It's
down with a
menacing.
ponytail.
It's so weird. Like, why do you have that on your head? Like, get rid of it, please.
Yeah.
But,
It's
Yes.
insane.
Yes.
Mm.
but
But I think it was good seeing Tommy Lee Jones because the only thing I
yeah,
really associate him with is Men in Black.
yeah,
Mhm.
So it was nice
so
seeing him in something else. And you
mhm,
definitely could tell like he felt so guilty towards the end, like how he could not save Llewellyn or
yeah,
Carla Jean or
Mhm.
even get the money back. Like this case just went unsolved.
mhm.
And he just kind of retired with that on his conscience, especially when he was like retelling his dreams to his wife Loretta. So
and
again, I
sitting there
think like
trying to find out, like, okay, maybe I can help with this. She's like, I got that. Maybe I can help with this. Like, he's trying to
yeah,
find his next purpose in
His
life.
right.
place, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
nah. And that translates to the world is moving on without you, and it's evolving. Like, it's crazy,
Mm-hmm.
the layers.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Like you said, this is touching on like morality and just a lot. Like a lot of decisions and
Mhm.
he has to live with that. He has to
Yeah.
live with that. Especially now that he's retired. He's probably having more time to think about it
Mhm.
of what he could have done or things he could have
Yeah.
done differently.
And like he was saying about his dad, like I'm 20 years older than what he was when he died. Like, what do I do in
Mm-hmm.
my life? I never got to see my dad live out the rest of his life. I have to be in a car.
Right.
He was just dead, and I have to figure it out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, definitely. I had wrote down some quotes somewhere. I'll be putting stuff.
why you find that? Did this movie ever give y'all like y'all seen Sicario?
Mhm.
Did this
I have
movie kind of
not.
give that feel?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Look, because you recommend that to us, and that's on the list too for us to watch. But
Add me back.
no, I haven't seen it.
We'll have to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll have to watch it and then bring you back because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There you
I
go.
haven't seen
I
that
got some
one.
thoughts about that one, especially the ending.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll definitely talk about that. But it was a quote that Anton had said to I think his name was Carson.
Well, Woody Harrelson, yeah.
Yes.
What's the purpose of the
And
rule?
he said, if the road you followed brought you to this, how good was the rule? So I took that
Mhm.
as like, if you followed the rules and you still got to get shot in a hotel, like, was it worth it? Like, you
Yeah,
might as well have
yeah,
been bad with me,
Mhm.
yeah. Honestly.
basically. But, and then, I think the sheriff too was also talking to the younger um man that he was working with, and he was like, I
Mhm.
laugh myself sometimes. As I laugh to myself sometimes. Ain't much else
Mhm.
you can do. And I think it is like sometimes some situations are just so wild and so crazy. It's nothing you can do but
Mhm.
laugh. Like laugh to keep from crying. Cause like
Yeah,
what
yeah.
really what else can you
Especially
do?
especially the way like he was telling him all the issues with the case and all these different things, and oh yeah, the DEA agents coming down to go look at the thing for what? We already know what
Yeah,
happened. What's next?
right.
Like,
And they kept
just
trying to
that
get them to go out
perspective.
there with the EA agents. And he,
Yeah.
like, it was like 3 times he asked him. He's like, no, I'm not going out there. Like, no.
All right, they got some new bodies out there. No, I'm not going out
Right.
there.
Like, what
What's
am
the
I going out there
purpose?
to
Like,
see?
but just that perspective of like law and like I guess the aftermath of so many tragic things that happen. It's like, well, what do we do next? We're gonna go back down there again for what? And
Right.
then of course that happened. So what? What's next? Like next thing, next thing, next thing. It was. I love that movie. It's so many different perspectives like that,
Mm-hmm.
different themes I can go into too.
Mm-hmm.
If nobody else has anything else, I just want to highlight that the picture also was phenomenal. It's a movie that came out in 2007, but it's still like you could play that today. It's not dated like a
Agreed.
Godfather or anything like that. They also took home a lot of Oscars. Excuse me. Best Picture, Best Director from Joel and Ethan Coen, like a brother duo, kind of like there's two brothers that did Avengers series. Then Best Supporting Actor from Javier Bardem, and Best Adapted Screenplay. Small nugget for me personally. Me and my grandfather grew up watching westerns all the time, so it was nice just to see like this is another side of like the different era of western, if you will. Like they
Mm-hmm.
still shooting bad guys and doing whatever they gotta do, but also like they have cars. So it's just
Right.
did
Right.
y'all know his wife, Llewellyn's wife, is actually a Scottish actress.
Oh,
Mhm.
really?
Yeah, a Scottish actress doing a Texas accent. And, like a lot of people give her praise for that as well. That I read up on.
What you doing, Llewellyn?
Yeah.
Where you going, Llewellyn?
There you go, Llewellyn.
Well, yeah, she did a good job. I told you over there on that little Britain, UK, all that. I don't know what they put in the water with their actors and actresses, but
I know what they're doing.
Yes,
they
they
know
do.
exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
They know exactly what they're doing. But yeah, that's good to know because I had absolutely no idea. I wouldn't have been able to tell.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
sound like they pulled her right out some country town with one stoplight.
Yeah.
Like
Whatever
she,
little town they was in, Aberdeen or whatever,
mm-hmm.
Odessa, that's where she from for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
She a
that's what I
country
was
mom.
thinking. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I did enjoy this. Thank you for recommending. You got anything else you want to add to it, Imani? You want to
No,
move
I'm
right on to
good.
Tell Me Lies?
We can. I have no other things to add. I don't know if anyone
Okay.
else wanted to add anything else.
Nope. Thank
No?
you,
All right.
Khalil.
Okay, moving into our first plot and pop pick from last week is Tell Me Lies season 2, which is on Hulu, and we're discussing season 2 episodes 1 through 4. So this popular series on Hulu is back for season 2, and in this season it dives deeper into the toxic relationship of Lucy and Steven, with tensions rising as they return to college. Lucy is back for her sophomore year, and this is Steven's senior year.
Oh my goodness. I need to meet Grace Van Patten and Jackson White in real life, especially Jackson. Because I think when we talk about like great actors, like whenever I say great actors, Denzel Washington is the first person to come into my head. But like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we tend to go to the big names, but Jackson's character Steven is insane, and Jackson plays that role so damn well. Like it's scary. It's scary how it like because as the viewer we see all these different angles that the characters don't. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
he's lying and the way he puts everything into his lies and just what he got going on, it's crazy. It's so well. I can only commend him. I can only commend
Yeah.
him.
No, I think Jackson White is super talented, and they did an interview on ABC, and they said they had their first fight on camera, and like they get to yell at each other at work, and like I guess they live together because when they said they get home, they have nothing left.
Oh
So he gets
really?
all that. Yeah, if there is any bit of toxicity in Steven in real life, he's getting it all out through his character Jackson. So
Oh well, maybe I should
Wow.
be
I
an
mean,
actress and date
Jackson's
an
his name,
actor.
but yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a healthy relationship right there. Hold on
Yeah, you
now.
get it
Maybe I
all
need to.
out. And they were talking about how
Hmm.
they're vulnerable with each other, so they can like kind of push the limits because it's a safe space. So yeah, you could
I
just
might
say
need to switch careers.
you're
Yeah.
just saying you're being, Lucy, but really you're being Lashana. So
Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Let me reevaluate my life a little bit. Maybe I need to
I'm
go
weak.
and start
Yeah.
for my mental health. I need to become an actress. But definitely this series, the Bree sleeping with her professor's husband storyline is so sad. The fact that she went from being a virgin to sleeping with a married man in less than a year
Mm.
is crazy. And then what's even more sad is that Bree did the absolute minimum to seduce this woman's husband. Like, she did absolutely nothing. It wasn't like she was trying.
Right.
They met outside and then she saw him again. And it's not like Professor Marianne is, you would see, like, you would think she'd be considered like the complete package. Like, she's very pretty, she's intelligent, she's a professor, she's got her book going, and their marriage doesn't even seem like it's struggling. So the
Right.
fact that he was so easily seduced by Bree, I don't know, it just kind of breaks my heart, because like, damn, like, I
Yeah.
think I could understand it more, like, not like if Marianne wasn't driven or was like a just at the house, like a homebody, like you could tell the marriage was deteriorating, but it looked like they were just both thriving in their careers and happy. And then this young girl comes through and
Shatters it.
Do they show anything like in their household going
No, they don't. They
on?
don't. You only see that like they have a pretty good relationship. Like, he'll come visit her at class, give her a kiss. But I feel like everything that you said is logical. And no offense, Khalil, men are just not logical. So the fact that their marriage appears happy and the least bit problematic and he's cheating actually doesn't surprise me. I think if you look at so many different dynamics, like, you know, even like the Beyonce and Jay-Z, or like Eva Longoria and her husband, like, I feel like 9 times out of 10 men will tell you that like there wasn't any like defining moment that's different than what typical couples deal with that make them, you know, do the things they do. So I feel, and that's what I appreciate about the show, is the realism. I think that's what makes it gold. And Grace said in that interview also that like they refer to the series as a cautionary tale. And you saying that, Bree, like you didn't expect that, like makes sense, because I also didn't think Evan would cheat. And then last episode of the last season, we see him butt naked, cheeks up. And he clearly had cheated on her with her best friend, which we see has still not been discovered. So I just feel like it just goes to show that no matter what, people are human and no one is above or below behaviors. I just think that we create and place people on pedestals, but everyone is capable. I just think the circumstance is the deciding factor.
Right.
And I haven't quite figured out the psychological reasoning behind Oliver. Like I think Breeze is that she's insecure. Like, I just think that that's what it is. Like, she's been people's second pick. Like, she wasn't Evan's first pick. The first pick was actually the girl that he ended up cheating on her with, her friend. And then with Drew, like, he completely disengaged from her after like freshman week, which at the time it was because of the accident, but she didn't know that. So I just feel like time and time again, she's feeling like she's not being picked first. And then here comes this man who's choosing to have an affair with her out of all the students on campus, and she's feeling good about that. But I just feel like you're never going to feel secure in an affair with a man that's in a monogamous marriage. So it's just, I don't know.
And she's literally, so he picked her first to be second, essentially.
Literally.
Because I picked you to be my second bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm never going to leave my wife for you.
Yeah. Right. And that's basically what we see.
He told her this. He was like, I want to make sure you're okay with this.
Yeah.
And she like, yeah. Like, it's not even like, it's not even like he's selling her a dream. Like, I feel like I could get with it a little more if he's like selling her a dream. It's like he's straight up, which
yeah, he is. He's honest about it.
I don't condone cheaters, but the way he's doing it.
Being picked. It sounds like her dream is just being picked. Like, if anybody's going to pick me, the teacher in the school who everybody likes or whatever has this great relationship.
Yeah, he's attractive.
Then that's her W right there.
And she did get cheated on. So the whole thing, how this started, is Evan is honest about the cheating, but doesn't say that it's with her best friend. He just says, I cheated on you. And then she comes back and lies and says, yeah, I slept with someone. And then he's like, well, I got to do some thinking, which made no sense. Like, why do you need to do thinking?
The double standard.
Yeah. So then I feel like that really gave her the edge to like, okay, I'm going to do what I want to do, because she ended up telling him like, I just made that up. And then he was like, well, I'm sorry. But yeah.
Too late. The damage was already done.
Very much so.
Yeah. But this season, Lucy is starting to grow on me. I'm really here for her new relationship with Leo, but as we see, it clearly isn't going to last since she's with someone else in these, in present day. And then Pippa and Diana, I was not expecting that to happen.
Right.
But I feel like the show is doing a great job of kind of setting up the two.
Agreed.
Even though it's very subtle, you can kind of see how they're growing closer, or like how their paths are starting to cross, which I guess will eventually lead to this romantic relationship.
Yeah, Yeah, I felt like that too when I was watching. I'm also enjoying the friendship that's developing between Pippa and Wrigley.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this is where I believe exes can be friends. Like, I don't agree that exes can be friends, but when the ex is into the opposite sex, then I think it does make sense. Like, if I had an ex-boyfriend, he turned out to like men, I think me and him could then be friends because he's not attracted to me or women. Like, it was a lapse in judgment or a moment in time kind of thing. I'm also interested in
Lapse of
the,
judgment is crazy.
you said what?
Lapse of judgment is crazy.
Yeah, but men do that. They'll have a wife, they'll have a girlfriend, and they eventually decide to like, okay, let me be who I really am
Yeah.
or what I really want to be
Yeah.
with. But I am interested in the dissolution of Lucy and Leo's relationship. And I think it's going to come down to the fact that like, she can't really let go of the Steven thing. Like, I do think that she's like standing strong in it, but like, she doesn't want to like bring attention to it or get him in trouble, even though she has like a
Mm-hmm.
smoking gun. She's
Mm-hmm.
still allowing him to like come to the lunch table and give this whole dissertation about how he's sorry and then lay out like everything he did to her and embarrass her in front of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we see at the beginning of the season, she's still with the guy whose dad owns a bar. So I don't know how they circle back and end up back talking again because they haven't thus far.
Mm-hmm.
So that might
Mm-hmm.
come out later.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a question for you. I feel like even in the first 4 episodes that we've seen, so many signs are pointing to Steven not being honest about that night that Macy died. And I just want to know, why do you think Diana hasn't confronted him about it? Like, she has so many things from the x-ray showing that clearly he had some type of impact that bruised his ribs, and like, she's just hearing different, like, there's clearly things adding up that Steven was not being honest about that night. And I feel like at this point in time, like, he went on the dad's internship, like, she doesn't have anything to lose, so I'm not understanding why she hasn't confronted him about it yet.
Mm-hmm. You asked me what I think.
Yeah, like, why do you think she hasn't?
I don't know, because like when she deleted those photos out of the album, the ones of Macy.
Oh, I didn't even know she deleted them. I know she saw them, but I didn't know she deleted them.
Oh, she deleted them. Okay, I was about to say, did I watch an episode too far and tell something? But no. No, she deleted them. Yeah, she deleted them.
Oh, okay. I saw that she saw them, but I know she deleted them.
No, she went back and deleted them out of the computer and off of the little in the trash. So I don't know. I really do not know. Like, she really, it seems like she just loves him and will really, is willing to do anything for him. But then at the same time, it's like she's actually seeing his true character, because you can see how she's, like you said, she knows that something happened. Yeah, she's starting to believe Lucy. When Lucy said he was in the car for the accident, she tried to blow her off. But then the x-ray shows he was impacted. Even a doctor said, have you been in an accident? And Steven's like, no. And she's looking at him like, okay, this is starting to add up. Then she sees pictures of the girl that he claims that he was not in the car with in the accident. Like, and not even regular pictures, like sexy lingerie, half naked pictures. So clearly something was there. Yeah. So I think, again, like we talked about last time we talked about the show, she has this just idea and this image of what this power couple will look like. Yeah. And she is fighting for that tooth and nail.
But the moral compass, because the moral compass doesn't make sense. Like, you're so adamant that like Chris took advantage of Pippa, and like, we're all grossed out by Chris. Got it. But this man literally witnessed someone dying and fled the scene. Like, I don't know. It's just, the moral compass is a little too murky for me with Diana.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't. Well, clearly she's going to switch up sometime. But right now, I think she's like, it's senior year. We about to graduate. This man probably going to propose. Like, I think that's all she's caring about. Getting a job, getting a ring, getting a job, getting a ring.
Getting a job, getting a ring, getting a job, getting a ring. Owning a firm.
Yeah. Whatever it is, and I don't want to know about nothing. We are here. We locked in.
Literally tunnel vision for sure.
That's how she's operating. She's literally operating like that because she deleted that evidence and was like, I'm not even going to confront him. We're not going to talk about it. I'm going to delete it. It's not even here anymore. So
yeah, it almost sounds like a Nate from Insecure. Nate, and what's the other girl's name? Not Cassie, the other one. It sounds like that image of like.
I thought her name was Cassie. You talking about the blonde? See, the girl who plays Sydney Sweeney.
Not Sydney Sweeney, the other girl.
Wait, you said Insecure or Euphoria?
The Spanish girl.
Yes,
Euphoria. I knew what he meant. Euphoria. I think he said Insecure, but he meant Euphoria.
My bad. But yeah.
I knew what you meant. I didn't even peep that you said the wrong name until Shawnee said it. But yeah, I knew exactly what you were saying when you said it. Yes.
Yeah,
They had a
like
very
Maddie.
toxic.
no matter how toxic it gets, we are locked in. No matter what,
No,
Yeah.
we go into
literally.
whatever
It's so funny because
circuit
Vlad
it's in.
literally sent me a reel about them arguing, that scene where they're arguing in the pool, and like Sydney Sweeney is asking Nate, like, "Are you back together?" And he's like, "No, not right now." And Maddie's like, "Why'd you say it so quick?" And he's like, "Because we're not." And it's like she goes down this whole rabbit hole, and it's like
Yeah.
so toxic.
Mhm.
She's like,
Yeah.
"It's the tone of what you said." And he's like, "What are you saying?" "I'm just saying we're not together, not yet." "But you said it too quick." And then she asked her friend Kat, like, "Isn't he doing?" And I'm just like,
That's what the show kind of sounds like, eerie of like
"Oh yeah, it's
Euphoria.
toxic." Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
theirs is
different
like
type
high
of
school
toxic.
and this is college.
Yeah,
But it's
It's like
definitely.
toxic high and toxic university.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I
Yes.
like it. I like the sound of it.
Yeah, you definitely
Yeah,
should check
it's
it out.
good.
Uh,
It's
Mm-hmm.
good.
can we jump back
So,
for a second?
mm-hmm.
Because y'all mentioned like the free acting in it. What's like a barometer for you? Like, how do you judge somebody's acting ability, or like, oh, that was a good performance? So,
That's a good question. You want to go first, Imani, or you want me to go?
Yeah, I can. It's just about if you can make me feel like whatever you're trying to sell me, do I believe it?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Because like there's times where I'm watching something and I'm like, now that was terrible. Like I'm not convinced.
Mhm.
Like they're supposed to be sad, but to me it came off funny. Like that doesn't like it doesn't work. And
Mhm.
that's how I think I judge it, is just like, does it evoke emotion out of me? Like am I sitting here like really rooting for this character? Like do I have strong emotion? Like, oh, do I
yeah,
hate this character?
yeah,
And like
Mhm.
when I watched this, Steven brought up so much emotion for me. Like this man is so toxic.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
like if I have to remind myself, like that's not really Steven, like this is an actor,
Right.
or I look up like information about them, like I want to know if they're married, if they have kids, like then I know that like they're really good because I like
Mhm.
want to know more
You're intrigued.
about them outside of the show or movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I don't think I could say it any better than Imani. Like, they bring something out of me. Like, they make me feel a certain way.
Mhm.
Like, they really, like, it was one episode where Steven's like in tears, like pleading to Lucy. And I'm sitting over here stressed because I can genuinely not tell if he's lying or not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm stressed with her because is he telling the
Yeah.
truth? Is he lying?
Right.
Like he just so yeah, I think like she said, if the actor can bring emotion not only out of himself but out of me too as a viewer,
Mhm.
that would
Give me
be that
somebody who
classifies me.
does that terribly, like somebody who cannot act every time you see them. Like, I
Don't get us
believe nothing
canceled.
you
Don't
saying.
get us cussed out.
Put it out there.
I'm gonna let you handle that, Imani.
I'm like trying to think of who I think is like a terrible actor and nothing really comes. Like I
Hmm.
think there's just, well, you know, I've already said it before. I don't think he's terrible. I just don't think he did good. And that was Jack Harlow when he did that transition from rapping to his first
Yeah.
movie. And I forget what it was called on Apple
Mhm.
TV. And it just, I don't know,
The
like I felt
Instigators.
like, what was it called? Oh yeah, The Instigators. Like
Mhm.
I felt like he should have brought Jack Harlow's personality to the role because they were
Yeah.
playing like somebody who's robbing somebody, but I felt like we got his
Mhm.
government name. Like I didn't feel like
Mhm.
it didn't give scary. It didn't give like what
Yeah.
I needed it to give. But I think
Mhm.
like for that to be his first performance, I mean, it was okay. It wasn't like, oh, if I see his name on anything else, I'm never going to watch it again. But
Mhm.
it just wasn't a great job.
Yeah. He was
Mhm.
acting like an actor.
Yeah, he just was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't hitting like it needed
Uh,
to.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. But when I think of it, I'm gonna bring it up. Like if I see it, I'm like, all right, let me make a note for Khalil. It was this person.
yeah. Let me know. I'm interested.
Yeah, I can't. What about you?
I'm bad with names. So Ben Affleck's little brother,
I love him.
I cannot stand
His
him.
name is Casey, and he was in The Instigators too, and he was good.
Get him
I
out
think
of
Casey
here.
Affleck.
Get him out
I
of here.
think. Oh wow,
Get him
that's
out of here.
crazy because
Every
they're in
time
the
he's on
same
screen.
film. We did not plan this, y'all. When I tell you this is not a scripted show, I mean we have an outline and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, they're in the show together on Instigator. I mean the movie. That's so crazy that you said that
Get him out
because I
of
actually
here.
think Casey Affleck is the hotter Affleck. So that's actually pretty nutty.
I think Ben Affleck does really well in his roles. Well, he has done in like the last couple ones, but
People actually claim he's not a good actor. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've liked him and stuff, but they said that they have to do a lot of editing allegedly when they
Oh.
film with him
have they seen Gone Girl? Because he was,
on
I
his
believe
P's and
he was
Q's.
for sure.
Yeah,
Like, he
Gone
was
Girl.
an
Like
absolute
whenever
stress
I think of Ben
husband.
Affleck, like the first film I think of is Gone Girl.
Yeah,
Think of
And
the
then Rose,
town.
The
huh?
Town. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think of the town, but
Rosamund
yeah.
Pike too. I mean,
Jeremy
she's in
Renner.
other stuff, but I just
Don't
put them
believe
two.
nothing.
Yeah,
And
he's got a lot of he's got a good library of stuff. Like I
mm-hmm,
think he's pretty good. But
A good
mm-hmm.
range. Good with hunting
I
too.
love Casey. Yeah, good with hunting, but I love me some Casey. What?
I'm so weak because she love Casey.
Her
I
face,
do love
like,
Casey.
bro.
I just was that literally surprised me. That took me for a
Yeah.
loop. I did not think you were gonna say that.
I think I might have to just watch another film of his, but from what I've seen,
Mm-hmm.
not
Yeah, watch
interested.
The Instigators. I thought he did pretty decent in that.
I'll check it out.
Pretty
Check.
good.
Yeah, that's your homework, Leo. Whenever you get a chance, because
Got
it
you.
does. It has both of
Instigators.
your answers in there, so
Yeah, it
Yeah.
it's the perfect
does.
thing for
Literally.
y'all.
Literally.
Oh, that is funny. That is funny. Oh my goodness. Oh, I gotta ask you about predictions, right? Yep, that's where we
Yeah.
at. Okay, so what are your predictions for the second half of the season?
Because they still haven't touched on it, and that was and we didn't touch on it in the first season either.
Mhm.
And so far in the first half, we haven't touched on it. I think we're gonna find out what actually happened to Drew, Wrigley's brother, what the cause of death was. We still have not figured that out.
Mhm.
I think Leo and Steven are actually going to get into a physical altercation. I think the English teacher is actually going to intervene somehow. Like Lucy's teacher, Miss Marianne, I think she's going to intervene because she's like kind of asking her like what's going on, and she's like, just this was going on, but she's like, do I need to and she's like, no, I'm good. But I
Yeah.
think she's going to end up having to actually say something to a higher up, a dean, provost, somebody, to get him to stop harassing Lucy. What do you think is going to happen in the second half of the season?
I absolutely believe that Brie and Oliver's affair will come to light. For some reason, I want to say a pregnancy scare is in there somewhere as well.
I wouldn't be surprised. That sounds like a typical college thing.
Yeah.
Right. And then the fact that Lydia hates Lucy so much, I want to say that Lucy does something to either expose Steven or maybe even Lydia's brother. What did you say his name was? Chris? The night he was with
Chris.
Pippa. So I feel like she either does something against Steven or Chris, which, as we know, Steven is now Lydia's fiance and Chris is Lydia's little brother. So I think that's where she's going to take it. Those are my predictions. So
we shall see.
Yeah, we shall see. These toxic folks stressing me out. Okay, so moving on to our very last one, we have How to Die Alone. Mel is a broke JFK airport employee who has never experienced love. A near-death accident inspires her to dream and live life again. This show received 90% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 6.8 out of 10 on IMDb. I love Natasha Rothwell. I always thought she was pretty, but like after watching the show, I'm like, she is so freaking pretty. Like I love her little face. Like just so cute. But the only things I've seen her in prior to this, of course, is Insecure as Kelly, and then when she was that masseuse on the White Lotus, both of which I don't feel like her roles she really made her act, but she was definitely acting in this. This is the most acting I've ever seen her do the whole time I've ever known about her. The show was very short, but it really touched on the complexities of relationships with others and with your own self.
Yes. Yeah, I love the show. 10 out of 10. Interesting enough, I did not love her previous projects that you just mentioned that Natasha Rothwell played in. They weren't bad performances, they just weren't memorable. So to me,
she was always like the side character.
It never, it never made me excited to see her. But after this show, like if something else headlines her name on it, I want to see it. I will be dying to see it because this was really, really, really good. And I'm excited to see what else she attaches herself to theatrically going forward.
Me too.
So you didn't like Kelly? Like when Kelly came on, it was like,
Yeah, it just didn't. But that goes for the other girl's character too. What's the girl? Was it Tiffany?
Tiffany.
Yeah.
Didn't like for me. Insecure is literally Issa Rae, and I can't even think of my girl's name right now. Molly.
Oh yeah.
That's what I think of, and like Daniel. Like if it's not the three of them, and I don't even know what her boyfriend's name is that she ended up with at the end because I was rooting for her to be with Daniel.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
So I think I was confused when he said Nate and Insecure because she was dating the Nate from Texas.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like,
I liked him too. I liked his character too.
Yeah, I did too. And that
I
touched
did not
on
like Nathan at all.
You did?
I like Nathan.
No, I love Daniel because I was rooting for him the whole time, but like Nathan was such a flake. Like he was there, but he was like halfway in and out. Like
that's
true.
Going
through something.
He was Lawrence with money. That's all he was. He was Lawrence with money. To be honest,
now he was going through with money.
Yeah.
But that'd be it too, because when you broke, it affects your mood.
Especially for men, being a whole whirlwind.
I love Kelly. Like As soon as
Really?
Insecure ended, I was like, I need to see her in more stuff. And then like I went
Oh,
down the
She
rabbit hole of
was.
like, oh, she used to be a theater teacher. Like, oh my god, like she's so interesting. I followed her on Instagram. Like, I love Kelly.
oh
Well,
wow,
yeah,
Mhm.
that's cool.
I think she had a lot of comedic relief into Insecure. So she
yeah.
did
See, I didn't find her funny.
No,
really.
what?
No, or
Oh my
Tiffany.
god.
I didn't find her or Tiffany funny. Like that best friend combo
Mm,
didn't do it for me. Like I know they were like two best
Yeah,
friends coming together to hang out.
yeah,
I could do without the best friend combo. Like if they were like, okay, you guys, you have an option today. You want to kick it with Issa and Molly, or you want to kick it with Tiffany and Kelly? Bye, Tiffany and Kelly.
yeah,
Like I'm
yeah.
not hanging out with you
mm,
guys.
Tiffany
mhm.
was definitely like the anchor of the show. Like every time she came out, I was like, stop talking. But I loved her husband. Like he was so complete opposites that I was like, how did they come together? But like Kelly, when
Yeah.
she was drunk or she was just being herself, I was like, I think that's her in real life, the way she's acting with these people.
Yeah.
Like, it is so cool. She's so natural.
Mhm.
Yes, I do like that too. When a character, I'm like, yeah, they probably this cool. Like Queen Latifah, I feel like does that very effortlessly. Like who she plays
100%.
in movies and her in real life, I felt came off the same way when we went to ABFF, the
Mhm.
American Black Film Festival. She was so down to earth, so chill, so
Mhm.
beautiful, just sweet.
Mhm.
This is random, and I'm not trying to go on a tangent, but I feel like Lakeith play his characters too. Like I feel like his characters,
Yes,
Lakeith
yes,
Stanfield, are probably based
Oh yeah,
closely
yeah,
on
yeah,
his
yeah, yeah.
personality.
yeah. I feel
Like
like
Get
Yeah.
Out
Atlanta,
and
yeah.
yes.
Atlanta,
Yeah,
he
just
just
kind of
comes
like
in.
Darius.
They don't give him no lines. Just go. Just go ahead.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
so
just let him
y'all
wing
remember
it.
again, I'm terrible with names. The white boy from Insecure. What's his name? The one that died. You know
I
what
have
I'm
no
talking about?
clue.
The white boy that died?
I don't remember a white boy dying in Insecure, but I haven't seen the
No,
series in a long time. I
I
finished
keep
that
saying
like,
Insecure. I meant
oh,
Euphoria.
Oh,
Euphoria.
Angus
I
Cloud.
don't
Angus
know why.
Cloud.
Yes, Angus
Okay, okay,
Cloud.
okay. Yeah, Angus Cloud.
Everybody, I'm sorry. That's my
Yeah,
fault. That's like the
he
second time
definitely
I've
his
done it.
personality and
But
his character were the
did you know they
same.
did not give him any lines?
Oh, I didn't know
They
that.
didn't give
Oh.
him any lines. They did not give him the script. They would just say, "Go ahead, react to like kind of improv, if you will, like the scenes," and he would just go ahead and do that. That would give him some guidance, but overall, like
So
they
talented.
kind of treated him like Tom Holland. They knew like he's not an actor, so he might ruin something. So let's just let him go do his thing. So most of
Is that
his
how they
lines,
treat Tom Holland?
after he ruined all the Spider-Man stuff, that's how they treat him now. Yeah, they don't include him on nothing. You don't
This is
know
news to
that?
me because this man has a whole Spider-Man franchise.
Yeah,
No, I did not know
and he
that.
just signed up for 4 through 6.
I'm not
Well,
understanding. So they're giving him more movies, you're saying? But
yeah, so
he ruined it? That doesn't sound like that
not
adds
ruined
up.
it. He was put out spoilers. Like they were asking questions. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, Iron Man's supposed to die," and like,
Oh, I didn't know that. See, I've never seen any of
yeah,
those interviews.
yeah,
And
yeah,
Tobey
Mm.
Maguire is always going to be my Spider-Man. I'm
one hundred
sorry.
Oh yeah,
percent.
definitely.
So
Hands
So,
down.
I'm gonna assume Andrew Garfield is bottom tier Spider-Man.
yeah.
Yeah,
I put
same.
him before Tom, though. No, no, no. He's not bottom. I put him
No,
before Tom.
before Tom.
To be honest with you, I'm so sorry. Tom Holland is a great guy, I'm sure, but I honestly only love him because Zendaya loves him. Like, I feel like that's why I like him. I don't
Is he?
really
Go
like.
ahead.
I don't watch anything he's in. Like, he came out with a big movie, The Devil something on Netflix. Never seen it.
Uh, that's fair. But like as
Yeah.
Spider-Man, do you think like he's too kiddish? That's why.
I think everything from that generation is kiddish. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like after we, like, even if you look at Disney Channel now, like, it's very kiddish. So, like, that
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
Gen Z movement, they move in
Mm,
that demeanor. Like I remember
Hmm.
it like it kind of felt like should we even be watching Disney Channel when I was my age? Like Boy Meets like there was a couple shows that seemed like it was not appropriate for my young self to be watching. So
Hmm.
but
yeah.
I feel like they're not like that anymore. So it's
No.
like I don't know, I can't really relate.
Yeah. They
Hmm.
But I
definitely
don't
play it safe.
mind childish movies because I like I love me Wreck-It Ralph, Princess and the Frog. But I
Hmm.
guess if it's gonna be childish, make it animated, or if it's gonna be childish, just make it really good. So I don't know
Yeah.
Right.
because
Yeah.
Reality High is childish on Netflix, and I love that movie.
Oh, I don't even. I gotta check
It's
that
got
out.
Keith in it. I forget his last name, but he's like the really cute black guy.
Oh, Powers.
Yes, thank you,
Okay.
Keith
Oh, okay.
Powers.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the thing I appreciate
It's
about
like the
Tom Holland
Black
now.
Princess Diaries is like the best way to describe that
Oh,
movie.
okay.
Yeah. Like Tom
What you say,
Holland
Cliff?
just brings like a fresh like enjoyment to it. Like Toby's Spider-Man was so like in your face. He's going through stuff, but like Tom Holland, he has like high school problems. I don't know. It's a different dynamic totally compared to
Yeah,
Toby.
and I love Kristen Dunst. There's just too many classics
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the first one for me.
yeah,
So, and even James Franco, he's like, it's not.
yeah.
I'm not even up to date on the Spider-Mans.
That's fair. You're not missing much. As long as you watch the
Yeah,
Avengers, you're good.
I don't watch that either. It's like, sorry, I didn't even know like when they were like, oh my, and I heard people talk about. I was in like Forever 21 or something in the mall, and somebody was like, "Can you believe Black Panther died?" And then once they said that, it didn't make me want to watch it because I had already found out the spoiler. But they were like, "A lot of people died." Because I guess somebody, Doctor Sleep, put everybody to bed. I don't know, but I never saw it. Yeah, like I think he just kept putting everybody to sleep or something. I don't know. That's what I heard in the mall. I don't know, but I know that Black Panther died. And people were talking
Not
about
you were
like
just
how
trying to
it's gonna.
shop and mind your business, and you got all
Just
these
trying to shop.
spoilers.
I was in line. This is why I online shops. People can't ruin movies for me.
I can't remember movies. It's hilarious.
Doctor Sleep. Bye.
Is that what happened though?
No.
Wasn't he putting people to sleep?
No, they don't snap.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Well,
you never heard
I
of
heard
that?
they was dropping like flies. Okay, that's what I heard.
And Tom Holland's death was the worst one. Like,
oh, Tom Holland dies in Avengers?
In Infinity War, yes, he's one of the.
Oh wow!
Like, so, spoiler alert. Thanos snaps his fingers because he gets all the stones, and like half of the world dies, but along with that, half of the Avengers die, and like everybody's basically disappearing, and Tom Holland tears every time.
Oh really?
Like, yeah, he's dying in Tony's arms, and you know Tony. Well, you don't know
Tony Stark. I do know Tony Stark. Khalil, Iron Man.
I'm saying Tony's mentoring Tom or.
Yeah, I remember that. I've seen a couple of them. Yeah.
So that they got this whole relationship, and he's dying in his arms, and it's like, every time.
Gets you every time.
Every time. There's not one time I'm like, no, I'm good. But yeah.
I don't know why I'm so weak.
You're always weak.
Man.
I cry at movies too. Shauna's the only robot that doesn't cry at movies. Like every time we get on here, I'm like, did it make you cry? She's like, nope. But something did make her cry that didn't make me cry. I can't remember what it is.
I bought a soul between season 1 and 2.
So you said you bought a soul?
Have you watched Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Yes, that movie makes me cry.
I fell asleep. Meaning while I was watching that, and
yes,
I fell
we
asleep
saw it together. She fell asleep. Me and Christina couldn't not close our eyes. It was so good, so good mentally.
Like 1 a.m.
It was so good. It doesn't matter when you're watching something good.
I don't care.
Tell her, Khalil. Tell her.
2 a.m. on a Sunday. I'm watching it, and I'm about to.
All right, well, Khalil, that's gonna be your next recommendation for us, and I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna bring you back on here
because I watched
that, bro. I'm gonna be
right.
We're good talking about it.
Y'all both be on there crying. I'm gonna bring my tissues for y'all. On Amazon Prime, y'all, a bunch of Kleenex.
No, we already seen it. You just need to watch it on your own time.
Yes, watch it again and stay awake.
And stay awake. Take a Red Bull.
Something.
It was literally like 2 a.m. Don't be doing
it. Doesn't matter. Me and Christina literally stayed up and watched it, and we're crying.
That was time. They fighting people. She's going through like a midlife crisis.
For all that, so
and they're both rocks. Like, can you imagine being a rock
or having sausages for fingers, bro?
And Jamie Lee Curtis won for that film, which I'll never understand. No offense, Jamie.
Sorry.
That was not the film for you to win. I think she's done a lot of great things theatrically, and that was not one of them. I mean, she wasn't terrible in that, but there were so many people that, I don't know. It just didn't make sense.
Michelle should have won all that.
And who she was up against, I feel like everybody was saying that person should have won, but...
Yeah.
Was it Angela Bassett for...
it might have been. For Black Panther, maybe. Yeah, I think it was politics, because Jamie had never won one, and I think it would be wrong for her to...
I think they start giving out...
Yeah, because I think it would be wrong for her to leave this earth and not have ever gotten one. Would be kind of crazy.
Man, give her something for one of them screams and or whatever.
It's too late.
Halloween, whatever she was in. Like
it was Halloween, but it's too late because those are already gone. And that last Halloween, they couldn't have given her for that. But I'm not even gonna watch. If they drop another one, I'm not watching it.
They got another Freaky Friday coming out. Give her one of them.
Yes, I'm excited about that.
Oh, yeah,
me too.
I don't remember when that comes out.
But yes.
Oh, that was a lot. But all right, I guess reeling it back in.
Yes.
What were we talking about? Okay,
how you were gonna ask me how do I? Yes.
About Mel and Alex's relationship and How to Die Alone on Hulu with Natasha Rothwell, guys.
Yes. No, literally, gotta give up a synopsis. I thought it was cute, but I don't know, the way Alex reacted to me throughout the whole season was crazy. For Mel to be his ex and for him to be engaged, I thought his behavior was quite inappropriate.
Oh, yeah.
If that's what engaged men do, I'm good. I'll pass. To me, it was obvious the entire season that they had unfinished business. So for him to be so taken aback that last episode made no sense to me.
Girl.
How did you feel about their dynamic?
Yes. So I feel like Mel really dropped the ball when it came to Alex, especially when they did that flashback episode when he's literally like saying, I love her, like I love you. And she's like, no, why are you saying that to me? And then just literally breaks it off with him cold turkey. Like not just even had, I think even if I was in that space, I might have done that and then revisited. But she was just like, nah, I'm cutting this man off. But in her defense, he was very much interested in her. Like, as you said, the whole season, you could tell it was unfinished business. And from the first episode, I was thinking to myself, Mel really does not have a shortage of men checking for her. Like, she's talking about how she's going to die alone. She broke and all this. But it's men that are really out here caring for you. Like, it was apparent that both Alex and Terrence really cared about her. Yes, definitely love Terrence. And I really appreciate, like, JFK because, you know, that's where I frequent. And like how and Vlad works at the JFK airport, and so much of it is so like spot on.
Oh, I'm
like,
sure, because I know people who work for the airport too, and they be playing around.
They play around. And like even when she flew to Charlotte, like the conversation they had, and he was like, how you like them rocking chairs? Did you go to Bojangles? And she was like, yeah, I went to Bojangles and I'm going back again. Like that's literally a conversation that he had with me. Like, I got to this airport in Charlotte and they got this Bojangles out here and I've been eating it every day. Like it's so, you were talking about realism with the what show we were talking about?
Tell me lies.
But this also is very big on realism, and I really appreciate that. But do you think the outcome with Alex would have been different if she would have just told him that she loved him when they were standing next to that cab and he was like, do you love me? She's like, I'm scared to say it. And he got in the car and was like, I'm going to marry a woman who will let me love her.
Yeah.
Like
Alex is goofy.
He is goofy, but that statement almost made me feel like if she just would have said, I love you, that he would have reconsidered, because he literally said, I'm going to marry a woman that will allow me to love her. But I don't know with him, because he was doing entirely too much to be flabbergasted.
He was. I'm gonna say no. NOPE. Nope. I feel like the mind and the heart plays tricks on us, and I think like your gut and your mental is right in that moment. Mel couldn't give Alex what he needed, so there's no could've, would've, should've. If they stayed together, I don't think that she would have opened up and gotten there. Alex didn't bring that out of her. It's like that typical situation where a man is with a woman for 5 years, no ring. Then he's with this new woman, she gets a ring year 2. Like, I just think certain people bring out certain things and some people in certain situations do not. And I think Alex could have tried harder. Like, I know you were saying, like, if she would have said, I love you, but like, I feel like if I end something with a man and a man doesn't try to figure out the root of it, then like that, you're not the man for me anyways, because like you didn't even try to figure out where I'm coming from. Like, why am I triggered? Or why is that triggering for me when you said those words?
Right.
So I do think she could have been more vulnerable, but I feel like he could have tried harder. And it took a near death experience and a hospital bed neighbor for her to take a chance on herself. Alex didn't do that for her. So I just feel like they're not meant to be together. And I don't know if you remember, but like when she was sitting down next to Rory asked her like, do you really love him or want to be with him? She was like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like she didn't want him to be, like, she wasn't quite ready for him to be with anybody else yet. But I don't think she was dying to be with him either,
though. Which she was trying to make herself seem like she was. But when Rory really asked her that, she was like, I don't even know. And that would have been crazy if she would have had that man do all that and then still didn't know if she loved him.
And then changed her flight and everything. So I'm like, okay, you're not going to Hawaii. You decided to make it a trip about the woman that you like. Everything then came back to that situation with the woman she met while she was on a near-death experience. It wasn't about Alex anymore. Alex didn't help her reach that internal part of herself. That woman that died did. So she felt she needed to make a tribute to her. Like, okay, yes, in the beginning I took your money to go to Hawaii, but I actually ended up going to your hometown, going to the restaurant where you went to, like, you know?
Yeah, it was really cute. It was really cute. Speaking of Rory, when it came to her relationship with him, do you even understand why he was asking her not to do the high flyers? Because I am still very confused as to why he did not want her to do it, knowing that this would be something that would elevate her in her job.
I don't think it had to do anything with her. I think it dealt with the relationship with his dad. Like, it was strained. And you know, like, when it's like, you don't mess with your dad, so it's like, you need to not mess with my dad either. Like, if I don't like my dad, you don't like my dad either. So I feel like
Mm-hmm.
that's what Rory wanted from her, was like that same energy, because clearly the dad already gave up on him. So it's like, how's my dad gonna not believe in me but believe in you?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's the real reason why he didn't want her to do it, because he didn't want Mel to prove that the dad was right and actually gave like guidance to something that actually helped benefit her and made her life better. Because I'm sure there have been plenty of times where the dad had told Rory to do all these different things and Rory just decided not to do them.
Mm-hmm.
And if Mel does this and is successful, then it proves, okay, the dad is right about things. And I don't think he
Right.
wanted that.
Right. Okay. That makes
Yeah,
sense. Because I
that's
was
what I
really
kind of thought when I did
confused.
it.
I was definitely confused. That
And then this
whole.
will be a good
Mhm.
one for Khalil too, the next thing. But I'll do for you, Shauna, it'll be from a man perspective, and then Khalil can answer from a woman perspective.
Mhm.
So the scene with the tie, I think, was very relatable to like this day and age. I feel like even with us going to Hampton, like like we didn't learn how to tie ties, but like there are fundamental things you learn as like, you
Right.
know, a student, a woman, a college grad, whatever. And I feel like there are a lot of men in Gen Z and beyond that do not know how to tie a tie. And we see that, you know, Mel helps Alex tie a tie, which I think is, and he was like, basically, like, oh, I just been wearing bow ties. Like, I'm a bow tie guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I just was curious, are there anything that you feel like your man should know how to do, or you want or prefer your man to know how to do? And then Khalil, you can answer with like what you think women should know and how to do.
Um, I mean, I would like for him to know the basic. I mean, I hate to get into like the things that are deemed masculine, but I guess everything my dad does, because my dad, I guess, expects when I'm married. Like,
Examples, please,
okay,
ma'am.
can I get there? Okay, like just like car
You don't.
stuff or um like the yard, mowing the lawn, stuff like
Okay.
that. But I'm also a person that says, long as it's done. So even if he doesn't actually do it, if he's taking care of it, like, okay, you don't want to change my oil, you take my car and let them change it. You hire a landscaper. Like, I'm not too picky, but I just, because again, I was raised old school. I know things are different now, but like I was taught, like, this is what the man handles. And I know my dad, once I, do become married, he gonna be like expecting my husband to take over those roles. So if
Mm-hmm.
my husband can't actually do it himself, like as long as he paying for it to get done and it's not an issue, like I'm not
Yeah.
out of oil on the side of the road as I was before. We're not gonna get into that.
Oh my God. I can't believe you've been out of oil. My dad showed me how to look at it so that I know, like, okay, you cannot drive this. If it's not clear, go ahead and just leave it right there.
Yo,
I
was your
didn't even know
car
you could be out
smoking?
of oil. That's crazy. Like, you had to be probably 6,000 miles over your oil change. Like, I've
Yo,
I've gone
Okay,
over and not had like no oil.
well, in my
car was on
defense, my
fire.
car, I have a Hyundai Tucson 2017, and actually, like every time I take it to the oil change, they let me know, like, for some reason that type of car just drinks oil. So like how the sticker tells you the
Yeah.
mileage. I
Yeah.
literally have to get my oil change 2,000 miles less than that. Yeah,
That's
Mm.
and it,
crazy. I would not be able to have that car. There's just no
Mm.
yeah,
way.
I've been, my car
I'd be
troubles, but
burning road. I do not have time to be getting an
Yeah.
oil change every 2 weeks.
yeah, it's really ridiculous. Yeah, it's
That's
bad.
crazy.
But anyway,
That's just a
yes,
thing with those cars, or there's like a
yeah,
leak in
that's what they
the
Yeah.
say. No,
pump.
it's nothing. It's like it's just saying like that
It's
Oh,
particular
that's
known
car.
too.
insane.
Yeah.
Apparently, that car is not that great at all. Like once I got the car, I guess I did not do too much research. I know a bunch of people had them, but yeah,
Yeah, I
that
see
car is
Hyundais on the
like
road all the time. That's
Yeah.
insane.
right. But yeah, apparently the Tucson is, as you know, what I've been dealing with my car that I bought with 25,000
You
miles on
should
it.
have just left. You should have just stuck with Bumblebee, bruh.
Right. You know it. You
Mm.
know
And you
it.
said Bumblebee's still on the road, ain't she?
Buttercup, yeah, the girl that I sold it
Buttercup.
to.
Calling
I
it
sold that
Bumblebee.
car $1,500 in 2020, and it's still rolling.
I put
Did you
W
just
for
get a new car
somebody.
because you wanted Avery to have more room in the back, or what?
Yeah, like I just felt like, I
Yeah,
mean,
you wanted the
honestly, my
SUV.
car when I sold it to her, it was like over 200 some thousand miles. So I figured, it's time for me to get a new car. It's no reason I shouldn't. Avery was
Yeah.
getting bigger. I've had it since I was like sophomore in college, so I'm like, it's
Yeah,
time.
Mm.
we drove
But
to Atlanta in that thing.
mm-hmm,
And no
mm-hmm,
problems. No
No
oil.
right.
problems.
I had it for like 7 years. Yeah, No problems.
And I didn't even know Chevy gets that many miles. Like, you know, when you hear 200, you're thinking like Honda, Toyota. So that's cool because that's through Chevy, the one you had, right?
And my mom's Suburban still runs. Her old Suburban 2001. That thing, I get in that big old thing.
That's the era of those cars, though. The new ones are not like that at all.
Yeah, they're not dependable and as reliable.
But yeah, so moral of the story.
Yeah.
As long as he handles it, I don't care if he ain't got to get dirt under his nails if he don't want to. As long as he pay and it's done, I don't care.
Yeah.
I got a question on top of that one.
Okay.
So specifically, if y'all on the side of the road, you have a flat tire, he called AAA. You cool with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
He probably paying for it. Might as well use it. You know, like
okay. Let me rephrase because I think me and I had told this to Ashana before too. Like, okay, I'm okay with you calling AAA, but you need to know how to do. Like, to me, yes, you can call someone to mow the lawn, but you need to know how to mow a lawn. Yes, you can call AAA, but you need to know how to change a tire because we could be in Virginia where there's no signal. So then what are we going to do now that we don't have a signal and you don't know how to change a tire? That doesn't help me. I cannot do.
That is true. Yeah, that is true.
So anything that you're hiring somebody to do, you need to know how to do it. Like you need to at least know how to hang a TV. If you want to call someone to hang all the rest of the TVs in the house, fine. But you need to know how to at least do it.
I feel like it has to be a very inconveniencing thing for me. So like if it's raining and snow outside, I'm not changing the tire.
Oh yeah, no, I feel that.
But like if I got a broken leg and I gotta hang up the TV, I'm not doing that. I'm calling somebody. But other than that, save me some time and some money. Get them tools. Let's go figure it out.
If any woman with and you have a broken leg wants you to change a tire, she is the devil spawn herself because that's crazy.
Yeah. But there's some out there like that.
That's insane. That's wild.
But
that is true. You're right. There are people that have crazy expectations.
From a man's perspective, what I want my woman to do, just be kind. I don't really have I can cook for myself. I can do a lot of things for myself. I grew up with a mom who was like the mama and the daddy pretty much in my household. She made all the money. My stepdad was kind of a loser. So I don't really have you gotta do this type of thing. More just to be kind.
Yeah.
Don't expect me to do things. Be nice. Ask me to do things. Support me. That's about it. If you know how to cook,
interesting one.
Great.
So you said you said ask me, don't expect me.
Yeah. Like if it's
So I can't expect you to take the trash out. I gotta ask you.
No, I'm gonna do that, but if I miss a day, don't be up my ass about it. Like, come on, bro. Like, first of all, I'm in the army, so I forget a lot of shit. Like, it's just gonna happen. And sometimes I gotta drop it down and go to work and do whatever I gotta do. So if it's a Wednesday and I've been up for 24 hours, I come home, I go to sleep, but trash day was Wednesday, and you're in my ass about it, we gonna have a problem. Because you just see me bust my ass for the last 24. And I missed one time. There should be some grace. I feel that. Some grace, But I mean, I prefer asking because then you communicate your wants and needs, and now it's on my list forever. Like literally, I'll probably never forget it. Like if you come to me with something like, "Hey, I didn't really like how you did this," it's not gonna happen again. And I'm gonna apologize, guys. My fault. I offended you. That's not happening ever again.
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head. I think the biggest thing that people have lost their way in this day and age is communicating. Like people want to ghost. People want to people don't know how to have conversations anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the expectation like that, you're just gonna meet all my what ifs without me letting you know. Like this offense.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Right.
You know what? I'm gonna just not talk to you and block your number.
Yeah. Like what? Please be for real.
Yeah. But I mean, what woman's supposed to do?
Yeah.
Okay. You can fold my laundry if you want to, because I hate fold laundry, so that's better.
Okay.
Ain't bad.
Yeah, that's not.
Ain't bad.
It's doable. Yeah, it's doable.
I cook 5 times a week. I don't care. Whatever.
Damn. Okay. Working 24-hour shifts and cooking 5 times a week, 5 days a week is crazy.
He said he had to meal prep after he get off the air. He got his priorities straight.
Let's do it, baby. What you want to do?
But that's true. Today. Sometimes you got to just do what you got to do. So I feel it.
Yeah.
But I do feel like I have the opposite view for men, especially. Like, you got to do everything. Sorry.
Oh, really?
not
I think
everything,
so too. Not
but
everything, but yeah, like
yeah,
in order to be like, if you want to have a semi, like, I don't want to say normal, but like a semi, like back in the day where the man leads, I just don't
Was
see
it
how you can expect to
heteronormative? Is that
lead. Yeah,
the correct
heteronormative
term?
relationship. I don't
Yeah.
say you can expect to lead if like someone's doing, if it's a 50-50 situation, how can you lead? Like, that's not how leadership works.
I
Mm.
feel like it ebbs and flows. So like, I would definitely want my woman to work, but if she's had a kid or whatever, and she's like, "Babe, I need like a 2 to 3 years off." Okay, cool, whatever, I'll handle it. But like, it's definitely like I'm gonna rely on you a lot. Although I leave the house, I don't know everything. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
help all the
yeah,
time. But what do we need? What do we need to do? Like, guide me, help me as well. I think,
yeah,
and it's a 50-50. I agree with because it's both of you leading. It's not like I make the money, I
Yeah.
make all the rules. This is where we're gonna live at. This is the
yeah,
house we have. Da, 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 da. Like I don't make that
I heard
decision
this.
because I don't manage the house.
Yeah, I heard
yeah.
this quote that said the man is the head, but the woman is the neck
The
that
neck.
guides him and
Yeah,
puts him
Yeah,
in the direction. And I really like
hmm
that.
yeah.
yeah. I
One
prefer
can't
that.
exist without the other, for
No,
Right.
sure.
not at all.
Right. Okay. Look at us.
I'm weak.
Oh goodness. Yeah. So where we at?
You weren't expecting the season.
Oh girl, I done got all off track. But yes. So the season ends with Mel getting off the plane and looking like she's gonna go embrace Terrence, like the man
Oh,
that she's really
I was
feeling.
ready.
I was like, yes. He's waiting for her at the gate. He's sitting over there smiling, smirking. She come right off and she gets tackled by the police. And they're like, you're getting arrested for credit card fraud.
Mm.
I was not expecting that to happen. Now, I do have a question for you, Monty. I didn't put it on here, but I was thinking about it earlier.
Mhm.
Who do you think turned her in? Do you think it was the old man in Chicago, or do you think
No,
since
I
she
don't think it
was
was him.
okay? Do you think it was Sarah and her brother?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I didn't think anybody turned her in. I thought that
I
they
didn't
just
either.
like.
Like I didn't either. But then I remembered they were driving down the road, and she told on her brother cheating on his wife, and she heard it.
Mm.
So I was like, "Is
You think
that
he moved that quick? Because she
no? I
literally
don't know.
recorded. She literally recorded that voicemail before the flight took off. If her
How
brother
would they
rushed to call the
know?"
police, is
I'm saying
crazy.
I'm talking
That's
about Miss Sarah.
Mm.
Miss Sarah.
his
I don't know.
wife.
I think so. Because
But
all she had to do was
why
say,
are you mad at the sister for revealing that your husband is
I
cheating?
don't
So you're
know.
gonna
Because
send me to jail? Please be
but you
for
know,
real.
she had already was saying like, you have to do something. She stole your social. Like, she was already
Yeah,
pushing
that's
that.
true.
She was
I
already
didn't even
pushing
give that
that.
much thought because I thought that it was just,
Yeah, I
she got
thought so
caught
too.
up.
But then it was like an
Like this lady
afterthought.
ended up being reported dead, but yet she still has accounts active and things like that. So
Right.
I thought
So,
that that was it.
which
But I
it could be
didn't,
that too. But yeah, I was like,
yeah,
I wonder if that is going to be like the twist, just
yeah.
to add some drama
Some
into
flair, yeah.
the next season.
But I was not expecting her to get tackled either. Like I was ready for her and
She was
Terrence
like,
to
I
like
work
have a
here.
kiss.
Which
Mm.
was cute because, the season started her getting tackled by security, and then the season end with her
With her
getting
getting
tackled by
Oh
tackled by
wow.
security.
security.
So it was like a full circle moment. Like the first time, she was like, I work here, and then
Yeah,
she says it again
yeah,
at the end. They're like, no, you're under arrest for credit card fraud and doing all this.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any predictions for season
Yeah.
2?
Yes, I actually don't think that Alex goes through with the wedding. I really don't. Like, I
Mm.
don't think he actually ends up marrying her, and I really don't think he should because it's clear to me, clear as day, that he still has feelings for Mel. That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like him and Terrence are gonna both be at the police station waiting for her to get out because somebody ends up paying the bail. I don't know who's gonna pay it.
Right.
Maybe Alex will, but I don't know because he probably just lost all that money from the wedding that did not happen in Hawaii.
Right. At this point,
And
maybe
I
even
don't.
Rory.
Yeah, and I don't really. Oh yeah, true. Because Rory's dad has a lot of money, so maybe Rory. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't even think about that. But I
Mm-hmm.
don't really know what else. Because I don't know how we make a whole nother season off this. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I just don't know. It'd have to be, I guess, something completely new. Because I don't think we can keep elaborating on what was already the thing, the like the
Yeah.
subject or the topic of discussion.
Yeah. No, definitely. They definitely. That's why I said they're gonna have to add some twists to kind of beef it up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my prediction too. I want to say she gonna end up with Terrence, but I think it's gonna be.
I
It's not
hope
gonna be.
so.
I don't think it's gonna be such a like a linear thing. I think it's gonna be a struggle, a back and forth.
And I don't know how that's gonna work though, because she's friends with his ex. Because she texted her and she was like, "You like that's my girl," or like, "Look at our girl." And that was who he used to talk to, who was
But are
trying to
you
take him home
confusing Kaya
for
or Tina?
Thanksgiving.
Because it's two
Whoever
separate
was
dark
gonna
skinned
go,
girls.
whoever was gonna go to Thanksgiving, I thought was the girl that he was going to Thanksgiving with. The
Well,
girl who worked at the shop in the beginning, she's like, "Come on, we're gonna go see Lizzo."
No, that's two different girls. You're getting them
Oh,
confused.
okay,
Yeah. No, they're
okay,
both like similar skin tones with like a weave. But one of
okay,
them name was
okay.
Kaya, the one that was trying to sell the moisturizers and stuff that work at that one store.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
who
the
I thought. The
one,
one that sell the moisturizers was who was talking to
oh
Terrence.
no.
No, okay.
He's talking to Tina, who looks like she's more of like a not the flight attendant, but the people that be at the desk.
Yeah, like the
Um,
key, like when you buy
Kiosk.
tickets, the ticket
Yeah.
counter.
yeah.
Yeah.
So she be up
Okay.
there, so it's two different women.
So they didn't show
Yeah.
her, but that one time, or am I
Yeah, she
tripping?
was in class when she asked about like what if we're dating somebody. She was in the high flyers class.
Was
And
she in
then
the? Was she in the thing? No, she wasn't in that when they were playing cards. She wasn't there, right? When they were like telling him basically like it's too serious. We
yeah,
talking about
no.
Thanksgiving. So that was the
Yeah.
other girl with the
Yeah.
lotion. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. And I don't know what is going to happen with her brother too, which I'm glad to see him in this role. Because I remember telling you when we did Miller's Girl, like I had only seen him in one role prior to this,
Yeah.
Southside. So I'm interested to see more of him. But I
Mm-hmm.
really don't know where they can take this.
Yeah, I don't know how they'll do it. I mean, I hope they do because I really did enjoy it. I just don't know what they'd have to really get in the drawing room and come up with some stuff.
But they definitely hit us with a twist. So we shall
They
see.
did.
All
All right, let them know what we're watching next week.
Okay. Well, next week we are watching That Monkey, which is on Apple TV. It's a series, season 1, episode 1 through 5. We're also watching Lady in the Lake, also on Apple TV. That's just the whole series. And then we were recommended to watch Challengers by Shayla, and that is also on Amazon Prime. So yeah.
Khalil, did you want to say anything? We thank you so much for coming on. We had a great time
This
with
is
you.
very
Yeah, no
exciting.
problem.
Yes.
I appreciated being on here. It was a lot funner than I thought it'd be. Like it was a good
Oh,
time.
dang.
Yeah.
Now you thought he right.
What you thought?
I didn't know what to expect. I was just like, okay, all right, well, we're gonna do this thing, and then it was just like like it kept going different places, hit different
Right.
topics. It was a good show. I'm excited for whatever else we watch. I need you to watch everything today. But yeah,
Not today.
You know what? And
yeah,
I think I got time. You were in luck because I got the time today.
good. And get you a Celsius or Red Bull, whatever you need. So
Yes, right.
yeah.
Sleepy pants.
Yeah, I can't wait for the next time y'all let me know. I appreciate it.
Yes, it'll be sooner
we'll
than
have you
later.
back. We'll
Yeah.
definitely have you back. Yes. We appreciate you. All right, folks. Well, that's it.
See you next week. Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.